Years ago, your independence wasn't allowed. Only good for cooking and cleaning up the house. Only known for being a housewife wearing gowns. Went from dependent to the most independent girl around. You're disciplined with your diligence, I respect that. Equal rights for the sexes, we all accept that. Random guys with her number, she might expect that. But if he's not on this grind, she might reject that. It takes a boss to date a boss lady. Got what it takes to date a boss, baby. Yeah, brother sexy, that's a boss lady. Know how to carry yourself if you're a boss lady. Do whatever to succeed if you're a boss lady. You gotta practice what you preach if you're a boss lady. You gotta get it on your own if you're a boss lady. You gotta always hold your own if you're a boss lady. Respect you cause you respect yourself. Remain humble and proceed to collect that wealth. Make your own money so you could invest yourself. Don't let nobody hold you down. You could progress yourself. Stay strong to your ups and the downs.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to Boss Lady News. I hope you're having a great Friday. You know you can tune in every Friday at 6 p.m. or go on to the YouTube and find out more, see some of the clips that you don't get a chance to see on TV. We've got a great show today. You're going to get a chance to meet some of the people from the Casa de Angelina fashion show that happened not too long ago, and I hope you enjoy the clip. Jenna Tang, thank you for my ticket. I got a chance to bring my assistant and my camera person. We had a great time, and you all are also going to get a chance to meet Patrick Thomas from Provida Fashions. You guys have been a part of and seen quite a few of his shows. He's doing a variety of different things. We're going to go ahead and get into some news. I've got some interesting topics for you guys, all right? Today in news, you guys have been hearing about Miss Hillary Clinton. Yes, we all know that she's potentially in the running for the next president of the United States. And right now she's going under quite a bit of fire in reference to her using her own personal email instead of using the government or the email that they've assigned to her because of her position. She's released all of her emails so that everyone can see all of her emails, her personal emails that were within that email group. And everything's been innocent. Why are they making it such a big deal is the question that I have. I don't particularly understand why it's a big deal, especially since they see that not just the email that she sent is innocent, but all of her emails within her personal email are all innocent. And of course, I believe it's because, you know, trying to keep her or give her a bad name before she potentially runs for the next president of the United States. This, I believe, is maybe the first female to potentially actually get the presidency. You know, I, for one, am probably going to vote for her just because, you know, I believe in quite a few things that that entire cabinet with her has been in reference to, as well as President Obama and his support for Hillary Clinton. And the fact that Ms. Clinton has actually done quite a good job with the position she currently holds. And I believe that with the help of the public and of the people voting in the right people to be in the seats, the Senate seats, the representative seats, the local seats, the governor seat, the mayor seat, with us voting for the right people, then she will be able to do her job. I honestly believe that the public fell behind when it came to President Obama. A lot of people got out there and voted and then got disappointed when everything he tried to implement was rejected by the individuals who he was in the office with. What we've got to understand is you cannot just get out there and vote for the president. You also have to make sure you get out there and you vote for your state representatives. You vote for your mayor, very important. You vote for your governor, very important, because those people are going to be the ones to represent you. And if you're not voting in the people that you believe in, then the people that are voting in, the people that they believe in, are going to get what they want instead of the public getting what they need. So it's very important that you get out there and vote. And if you go to Boss Lady News Facebook page, I will be posting up early voter registration forms. Early voter registration actually gives you an opportunity to not have to wait until everybody's lined up to vote. You can actually go ahead, get out there, and vote ahead of time and get on with the rest of your life. So, sign up for early voter registration. Gives you a great opportunity to make sure that you have your say. Very, very, very important. Last but not least, we're also going to talk about some things that are kind of going on in the city. I don't know if you remember, I had brought up an issue that Roxbury was facing in reference to a detox clinic coming into the Radius Hospital, which is just down the street from here. And the Radius Hospital is within a diameter of a bunch of schools, a variety of different schools, and they cater to ages kindergarten to 8th grade. And I was very concerned about that. That is the zip code 02119. And the reason they were bringing in this detox clinic was because the homeless shelter that was on the island, it's been closed down because the bridge that takes the individuals over to the programs that were on the island and the bridge that basically connects that whole program, homeless shelter, detox shelter, people getting out of jail and, trying to get their lives together, that bridge had broken down. And when that broke down, all of those problematic programs and individuals that were housed out there away from the community were then brought here. So find out more about that, the Radius Hospital. Make sure you're speaking with any of your representatives. I know Representative Gloria Fox, the state representative Gloria Fox, was one of the people who definitely was against the detox clinic coming in. Also, Tito Jackson was against the detox clinic coming in. I was a little disappointed when Sonia Chang Diaz played around with the idea of the clinic coming in because it will open up job opportunities for some of the locals because you have to be certified to work in a lot of those programs. So I feel like she was kind of playing the field when she brought that up. But the reason I'm talking about the detox programs coming into the community is because I've seen an influx of individuals who have drug problems, and unfortunately, they don't have any place to go when they use their drugs. They don't have any place to go. Or when they go to the clinic and the clinic gives them the drug that's helping them get off of their drugs, they don't have any place to go after that. So I was in the South Bay shopping mall, Stop and Shop, and I saw a gentleman who was doing what I would call a drug addict lean, where he was standing up and he started dazing off and leaning forward. So I got very scared, and fortunately I didn't have my daughters with me, but there were a bunch of little kids, and I didn't think it was appropriate, so I told somebody, I told a staff member, I said, get that guy, get him out of here, it's inappropriate. Nothing happened. I walked around the store for about 30 minutes. I ran into the same guy, hunched over again with an empty basket in his hand, told another staff member, and they didn't do anything in reference to it. And then finally, I had them get a supervisor for me to speak to, who then made sure they got security and tried to find out what was going on with this guy. Please speak up, okay? When you see something wrong, you've got to say something. We've got to get over this community silence, because that's the only way we're going to protect our children. That was my venting. We're going to cut to a PSA, and then you guys are going to get a chance to meet Patrick Thomas from Provida Fashions. We'll be right back.
I used to tell the kids, what does reading mean to you?
Thank you for staying tuned to Boss Lady News. Just again, remember, if you miss it, you can go to YouTube under Boss Lady News and check out all the awesome interviews I've had an opportunity to do and meet some of the great New England people. And one of them is Patrick Thomas from Provida Fashions. I've worked with him with a variety of different fashion events. Awesome, very driven, and very focused. So you guys give a hand for Patrick. Hey. How are you?
All right, I'm all right.
Have a seat.
Thank you very much. Happy to be here.
We have worked together for quite some time.
Right.
And thank you for coming on to Boss Lady News. So first and foremost, let's find out, are you like originally from Boston? You from the area?
Yes, born and raised in Mattapan, Brit.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Born and raised in Mattapan.
Right.
Went to school in the same area? Or?
Grade school, you know. I traveled out towards high school after I got out there and college after that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, that's cool. And so that makes you an official Bostonian.
Oh, to the core.
Okay.
Right.
You would consider yourself a Bostonian?
Yeah, we wears Adidas here. That's right.
That's right, 3 for the stripes.
Right.
So with fashion, was that always something that even growing up that you thought you'd kind of get into?
Not really, not at all. You know, it kind of just made its way towards me. I mean, growing up in Mattapan, you would think it would be much more urban and things to that nature. So, I mean, coming up and getting into where I'm at now, into all this avant-garde and all this high fashion couture is completely different from where I was growing up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And fashion has changed like tremendously within the past generations, men's fashion and women's fashion.
Right.
And did you find yourself like constantly changing your styles, or did you always have like your own style?
I had my own style. What changed was with my maturity as I got older and different things in life kind of came to be. I had to dress for those occasions and carry myself a different way. You know, when you're 25, 28, you can't wear like long T-shirts like you're 16 anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
And baggy jeans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to ask you later what you think in reference to men's or young men's
I see where this is going.
Fashion today. But I like what you said. You matured.
Right.
And as you matured, your style changed.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think was the most important reason for that changing?
Well, it was more so, the business aspects and things you got to do as a man.
Mm-hmm.
I have to make sure you dress for the job you want. If you're going to be a boss, you have to dress like one. And that's pretty much where it takes place at. I still like to be comfortable and wear my jeans and boots and casual things and from time to time, but even then it's going to be, well, properly, executed.
Yeah. I know every once in a while I still, want to tell people like, don't wear that.
Right.
But at the same time, you can't always be dressed, one particular way.
Right.
It's always good to let yourself kind of be
absolutely.
what you want to be.
Yeah. I am who I am.
And you've got this amazing fur coat.
Yes.
That you wear over the winter.
I do.
Okay, you've got this pimp coat and that you wear over the winter. And I was in the grocery store, I was saying that earlier during the news, and I saw a gentleman in the grocery store with like a white fur coat. And
I gotta look into that.
It was awesome because it was like white with a little bit of tan, so I'm not sure, but it was awesome.
Right.
And I just referred to it as pimp coat.
Right.
However, back in the day, it was like essential to have.
Yeah, all the rich people
coat.
was wearing it, and I'm just trying to keep warm at the end of the day.
Yeah.
We are in Boston,
Yeah.
so that's my winter coat. At the end of the day, it feels comfortable. People like to rub it and touch it, and I edge them on. Right.
But it is a luxurious piece. And when you're wearing it, do you feel different than when you wear other clothes?
Yeah, I feel colder when I wear different coats. So, you know, that's basically what it boils down to. I thought when I seen it, it was pretty stylish, so I picked it up.
Okay.
Right.
So when you bought that, it wasn't really in reference to just the style. It makes sense.
Right, pretty much. I mean, yeah, that's what it's all about. That's what it originally was made for. So that's what I stuck to, you know. Yeah.
And when you get involved in a lot of the fashion events and fashion coordinating that you do you find yourself wanting to change other people's style?
Since my events and fashion is mainly geared towards women, I find myself styling a lot more women and kind of having an eye for it. I know I have an eye for women more than I have an eye for my own clothes. I kind of have to get a woman or another man to kind of try to style me from time to time and, you know, ask their advice. But when it comes to women, I definitely know what to look for and what to bring out their best qualities and features, you know, in a woman. You know, I grew up with 7 sisters, so you know,
Really?
it's been going on for a long time.
That's awesome.
Right.
That's a huge family.
It is.
You grew up with 7 sisters. Did that in any way also kind of mold you being interested in fashion and in style?
It was more so when I got of age and I seen what a lot of the urban fashion is kind of looking as far as vixens. I didn't really want to go that route too much. I wanted to keep it classy because I do have a lot of sisters and I didn't want to present our sisters in general in that way. So I wanted to make sure that it kept it clean, classy, and more queenly.
I like that.
Right.
Yeah, because the music videos and television and reality TV right now, they're just ready to throw women under the bus and everybody's, you know, ratchet.
Right.
Everybody's ratchet.
Right.
Now, discussing fashion
Okay.
and getting a chance to style women and get them into different pieces and different clothing, there's also different personalities that you have to deal with.
Right.
How do you combat that, you know, telling someone, no, this looks good on you. This is what you should.
Well, a model has to know that their job is not to, they're a human mannequin. And human mannequins don't talk. All right, they wear the clothes, they're a human hanger. You know, their job is to make the clothes look good, not for the clothes to make them look good. And so I have to style and match different outfits to different personalities that actually would bring it out in the best way. And a lot of times a model might not see what another person from the third party would see in them. And that's my job to kind of pull that stuff out.
Yeah.
Right.
And I've felt like females that want to be models, they're so talkative, as you would put it, and so opinionated. And in today's society, in reference to models, but high-end models, that's something that they just have to get used to. You keep your mouth shut, and you just stand there and look pretty.
Right. I mean, it's an art form to it, and with any art form, the artist has a difficult time understanding that they are a product, and that product must be presented accordingly. You know, and it may not necessarily be up to them the best way to present that product. So, you know, I just want to make sure that when I present them, they look their best because that reflects on me being the event planner and the coordinator of all the fashion, you know, fashion director. So.
And before we cut to a brief PSA, I want to start discussing the fact that you have your own high-end fashion gala that you do once a year.
Right.
And within this gala, you highlight women, you highlight fashion, you highlight accessories.
Right.
You know, what got you interested in wanting to do your own gala? And it's not a fashion show that you're doing, it's really a gala.
Right. So my thing is with that, we did have a couple of stores, and as we were promoting the stores, we started out doing nightclubs and stuff like that, and we stopped doing that. When I say we, I'm talking about me and Sherry, Pretty Lexus. And when we found in the club that the guys would, you know, tug at the girls, they'd be tipsy, and you know, we didn't have too much control over our event because the club promoters wanted everything and not give anything. So we took it to our own hand and started going to our own venues, and you know, the idea of a gala came up, and the Who I Am idea was born as well.
Nice.
Right.
And I think that is what sets both of you above the standards of other fashion shows that are happening in nightclubs. You know, when it comes to fashion and nightclubs, sometimes that really doesn't go.
Right.
But, we're going to cut to a brief PSA. When we come back, we're going to talk some more about Patrick and working with some New England models. We'll be right back.
Nice.
My new mom and I have a lot in common.
The great outside.
We both love the outdoors.
So shiny.
That's not a flower. We both love geology.
Oh, look. An igneous one.
That's not a rock. And she knows a lot about wildlife.
A labradoodle.
That's not a dog. Hanging out has been kind of fun.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
I would first like to let all the young people know that what got me started was reading. Thank you all for coming. I am very excited to be here running for this candidacy as the next President of the United States. I would first like to let all the young people know that what got me started was reading.
BossLady News, and we are here with Patrick Thomas from Provida Fashions and event coordinating. And I was just talking with you about your annual gala and how it really sets the bar for a lot of the fashion events that are kind of going on throughout the New England area. And we met at a fashion event that I used to do once a year to raise funds. And you also raise funds sometimes throughout some of your events.
Right. So I know last year we did a family movement, and that organization, what they would do is they gather resources so they can, help homeless families and families in transition to get them clothes and things. So last year's gala during Boston Fashion Week, we actually made it a clothes drive as well to kind of, connect with them and with the public and the community.
So raising awareness for some of the nonprofits that are out there,
right,
which is always good. You know, there's always a purpose to party, and I think it's important that the community really does highlight and support itself also. You know, money kind of circulating throughout its own prosperity.
Right.
Now, with the Fashion Gala, you have brought in designers, you've brought in models, you've brought in hairstylists, you've brought in makeup artists, and just giving them this opportunity.
Well, I like to fuse the two. I mean, I am a kid, I'm an inner city kid, and I know hip hop for the most part is really excluded out of the high fashion industry. So I try to include, a little bit of where I'm originally from, and kind of fuse it with, the downtown flavor of fashion. So I like to actually have some coordination or some kind of choreography with the rehearsals and with the runway scenes to kind of add a little flavor, because most likely when you go to a fashion show, it's pretty boring just to watch them walk up and down the aisle.
Very straightforward.
Right. So I add a little flavor to it. Nothing over the top that will really take away from the clothing and what you're there to see, but just enough to give you something to watch, with a closer eye.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's always fun to see a little bit of both, a little bit of like straightforward fashion runway,
Right.
which we do runway classes,
Right.
and we offer an opportunity for the models to not just show their swag and
Right.
be able to walk to hip hop music, but also making them more professional and also being able to do a very good looking, straight model, high-end fashion walk.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, I like to make sure with the galas that I have a high-end venue. You know, so that kind of brings the type of energy and emotion that you need to be a little bit more sophisticated. But of course, with the rehearsals and you know, the coordination, the choreography of the actual runway scene, it's going to, you know, be lightly seasoned, you know,
Yeah.
with a little bit of that swag.
Yeah.
Right.
And speaking of the locations, we're going to run a clip from one of the events, but your locations have gone from a mansion in Dedham
Right.
to the Lars Anderson Auto Museum.
Right.
And I've just been impressed every single time, which is why I love being a part of the events that you do hold, and particularly the Fashion Gala. You all make sure that you find out more about the Fashion Gala, because just the whole ambiance of the event is the epitome of, you know, inner city fashion, high-end luxury. I just love the galas.
Thank you.
So we're gonna roll in the clip from one of the events.
Right.
And you wanna go ahead and kind of tell me a little bit about this clip?
This specific scene is from the designer's Peaceful Fashions. She's based out of Norwich, Connecticut, and I believe so. No, she's from Norwich, Connecticut. So
Okay.
she drives down, has beautiful pieces, nice long gowns, and it's to the Stop the Party song, which is like Busta Rhymes and Swiss Beats, and
Yeah.
the coordination to it is just incredible. Shout out to my sister Denitra that helped me, you know, kind of piece that together. Right.
And it was a lot of fun seeing
Right.
the event in person. And I hope you guys enjoy the clip also. Let's take a look at it.
I said, wait, stop the party. I don't want to hurt nobody but. Yeah. Get him up, get him up, get him up, get him up, yeah. Get him up, get him up, get him up, get him up. I said, wait, stop the party. I don't want to hurt nobody but. Shit, that's what it's coming to. Tell me how you want it, ho. We skipping right in front of you. Check, trust me, you don't really want it, though. Open close security and pull my off of you. Why try to stop it? See me prime time coming through. Shut it down, disrespectful. That's what we love to do. Check the method, how I shred it, that ain't nothing new. Hectic like the sun. I said, wait, stop the party. I don't want to hurt nobody but. Get your drinks, cause you don't really care what they think, right? Him, he's a rat. To the hood, he could never come back, right? Back with that act right. Well enough from last night, shining like a flashlight. You know we in here, and we hotter than a stove top. Never know we won't stop. See, we got them going, now they throwing the shit. Watch how I shit top pick up with a stack on my mind. Then I pick up, break up, coke spilling in your spine. And I paralyze the hood with goodies. So we winning if you're knowing like I'm knowing. Bring it back to the beginning. Then wait, stop the party. I don't want to hurt nobody but. Look at them. They getting money and laughing like everything's funny, like. Hands up. Rep your city and let them know that everything's pretty, like. We about to blow again. Nigga, here we go again. Launching back, having ready back to get you know again. Boy, listen to me, about to kill them flowing it. Man, Sean, no we force them to get low in bed. Shit out of proportion, should be scorching from the opening. Carry out an office and you know how we be going in. Let's get it over with. Bang whatever city that you rep until it's over with. Stop the party. I don't want to hurt nobody but. They gonna but that's when you know you're doing great. So, I said, wait, stop the party. I don't want to hurt nobody but, yeah, who him? He's a rat. To the hood, he can never come back, right? Yeah. Get him up, get him up, get him up, get him up, yeah. Get him up, get him up, get him up, get him up, yeah. I said, wait.
Life and love, each piece is a unique one-of-a-kind expression, which possesses a positive energy of its own. All items are 100% handcrafted. Environmentally friendly materials and techniques whenever possible.
I said, wait, stop the party. I don't want to hurt
Nobody like. Get 'em on. Bust the Bus, that's one of my favorite hip hop artists also. And I think it was incredible kind of being able to pull real hip hop in with like the couture look. And I think it can really start to set the tone for some of the fashion that's even happening in New York. I know that a lot of the music is trance music or house music
right.
that kind of goes to the fashions, but you can still pull in some real hip hop and be able to have some fun with it.
Right.
That was an exclusive look at the fashion event itself, so that's a first-hand look. I hope you guys definitely enjoyed that. And how can they go ahead and get in touch with you?
Well, we can go to www.providafashiongala.com. There's all the information is there on being a designer. If you want to be a sponsor, a vendor, if you want to be a model, of course. You can also follow me on Facebook at Provida Fashions or Provida Footwear, 'cause that's our original name of the boutique. Twitter, Provida Fashions, Instagram, you name it, we got it.
Okay.
Right.
And I want to let people know that once again, you should support any of the local businesses, support what's going on in your community, because you'll be surprised what's going on. We've got this Bostonian here from Mattapan that's putting together fashion galas
That's
and
right.
giving people opportunities and, really support people because you really be surprised of what's going on. We are going to cut to a brief PSA, and then when we come back, you guys can check out the Casa de Angelina fashion show that was held down in the North End. We'll be right back.
You know what, guys? There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
Hey, Hard, what's this?
That's my resignation letter.
You're resigning.
Why? Because you're constantly ignoring me. You're half as active as you used to be, and you get stuff like this. You've been putting me under a lot of pressure lately. That's why I'm ready to quit.
I forgot. I'll do better. Please, don't quit on me.
Okay, but remember, it's not what you say, it's what you do.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you.
Let's go for a walk.
Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
Hey everyone, it's Brit Johnson with BossLady News, and I found one of the coordinators, Tony. Finally, we're going to get a chance to talk with the producer of the show. Incredible show, first and foremost. What made you decide to use this venue? Because I know a lot of locations, beautiful, wonderful locations, This is an awesome location here. What made you decide to use this venue?
Especially when doing an event in the winter, it's a little bit harder to kind of convince people to come out. You know, it's cold, no one wants to go out, they're depressed, tons of snow. So I tried to find a venue that was convenient and also was appealing. So this one came by a stroke of luck, by like a referral as I was looking through other venues from a partner venue. And then when I realized that, there's free parking, all that type of stuff, it was like, oh, this is perfect.
Yeah.
And obviously the aesthetic is perfect for what we're trying to do.
When I found out about the free parking, I was in awe because I had myself get dropped off and I could have just drove here. So you guys, make sure you're following Tony because he's got the locations, okay?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, oftentimes people, when they plan an event, they think about themselves and they forget about the consumer. There's people trying to come there. They're coming from Worcester. They're coming from 100 miles away. They're coming from down the street. So you want to make it comfortable for the consumer. Obviously, we had a bar. We had food.
Fashion.
Yes.
Are you into fashion? I see you've got the American tie, which is in style now.
Yes.
Are you into fashion?
I mean, I would like to think so. I dress with style, I guess, but I'm more behind the scenes fashion producer. I like to bring people who are doing fashion to the forefront. So that's how I see myself as in fashion.
And as an individual that's coordinating and producing all kinds of events throughout New England, do you feel as if there's a lack of fashion and a lack of fashion during the daytime? Is everything geared towards evening events? What do you feel like is maybe lacking to kind of get people out besides the cold weather here in Boston?
I mean, just a quality platform. Like, no one does the standard 30 plus pieces and enjoy it and then just leave. That's really how you sell clothing. At the end of the day, fashion is a business and people have to buy, whether it be a $10 shirt at TJ Maxx or a $400 Versace, whatever, It's just that people just do it as a draw to get people through the door, but at the end of the day, it's very baseless and it doesn't come from the right place. So it's like, why not do something of substance and bring people together in the right perspective? So as you can see, we had a lot of industry people here. We had a lot of people that are into fashion, whether they be buyers or sellers. They saw an appeal to be here, and now they're like, all right, this makes them more willing to go to the next event.
And this was a great event tonight. I want to say thank you for having BossLady News here. Thank you for bringing this fashion scene to Boston and bringing it alive in the night scene, because I really haven't seen a fashion show like this done in New England in a very long time.
I appreciate that. I look forward to doing more stuff and having you guys here come again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. We're here at Casa de Angelina's fashion show, and we ran into a few of the title holders here. What's your name?
My name's Renata DiCarvalho.
Renata, you are titled what?
I'm Miss Massachusetts, United States 2014.
How does it feel to be Miss Massachusetts 2014?
I was so excited when I was crowned, and I'm just so happy that I was able to do so many appearances. Honored to be your reigning queen for another month.
What was the favorite part of being titled queen?
My favorite part was working with all the charities we did. I went to a bunch of organizations, events that I was able to represent Massachusetts, such as the luncheon that we had for the veterans back in November for Veterans Day, and I loved that.
Yeah. Is there a particular nonprofit that you like to work with, or are you open to kind of working with all of them?
I'm open to working with all of them. I'm actually a nurse, and so I love helping people. So the more charities that I get to work with, the better.
Wow. Well, we are here at the fashion show. What did you think about the show?
Oh my goodness, the show was amazing. I loved some of the pieces, and I actually want some for myself.
I absolutely adore the ones that had the little back trains to them. What was your favorite? Do you have a favorite?
I really liked that Cinderella ball gown style. I thought that was very unique and very different.
Yes. Well, thank you for stopping over and letting me talk with you.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
How can people get in touch with you if they'd like to find out more?
They can find me on Facebook, Renata DiCarvalho, or on Instagram, Ms. Mass USA 2014.
Sindel, one of our queens, one of the title holders. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Sindel, and I'm your 2014 Miss Massachusetts, United States.
Now, I've been asking everyone, what was your favorite part once you got titled queen?
My favorite part, besides eating the largest cheeseburger I've ever seen in my life, I've done a lot of traveling. I've been all over the world this year. I've gotten to do so many good things and wear so many gorgeous gowns and hair and makeup, and I've been pampered the entire year. And I think it's great. However, most of our appearances are fashion forward. New York Fashion Week, we went to Miami for Miss Universe. I was in Mexico to film a TV show. But most of all, the bulk of what we do is volunteer work and at our hospitals, and mainly our Boston Strong local hospitals.
And the volunteer work is the one thing I've noticed amongst the pageant world that really stands out. What was your favorite volunteer opportunity, or your couple favorite volunteer opportunities?
So I'm on the board of a couple organizations, but there is one that's near and dear to my heart. We do a lot of work with the American Red Cross. I'm the Northeast Regional Director for the American Red Cross. However, I've had a few friends who had lost a friend last summer, Corey Griffin. So we are doing a huge charity event, on Saturday at the Copley Plaza, the Fairmont Copley Plaza, to raise money for his foundation. He was a philanthropist. He was a young and bright kid. He was 27 years old when he lost his life in Nantucket last summer. And he was raising money for ALS and to find a cure. So what we're doing this weekend is trying to find a cure and contribute to the Corey C. Griffin Foundation, which was near and dear to his heart as well as his family's. And we are working to raise money to fund the foundation in Corey's house, which is a home for children that are going through treatment. And what we're really trying to do is bring the crowd in and make Boston more aware of their surroundings, more aware of the volunteer work that is all available to all of us. You just have to go out and do it. And Corey was one of the brightest, smartest, and giving people I've ever met.
Wow, that's absolutely beautiful, and that's an awesome story, and I'm so proud of you for doing all of the volunteer work that you guys really are doing, because you could be doing so many other things. Now tell me more about this movie, which is one of the things, our TV show, which is one of the things that you are doing.
So it's in the style of America's Next Top Model. We filmed 2 weeks in Riviera Maya, Mexico, and it's called The Fashion Hero. It's going to air on NBC. It's now the end of March that it's going to air, and it is a competition amongst many women, all shapes, sizes, walks of life, and it's changing the standards of beauty. So you don't have to look a certain way. You don't have to have perfect skin. You could have a birthmark. You could be, a larger girl and do plus size modeling, but it's really changing the standard, like the Dove commercials that we do, and thin is in, but anything is really beautiful. So it's really no makeup. We filmed for 2 weeks on a beach, no makeup, no swimsuits, shorts, everyday life for most of these girls, tall, short, athletic, not athletic, and we really just went away to summer camp and we filmed a TV show to show the world that we need to change the standards of beauties. You don't need to look like a beauty queen. You don't need to look a certain way to actually do really well in the modeling world.
And be beautiful. We are here at Casa de Angelina, which is the fashion show here in New England. Now I've got to ask you, what was your favorite piece? I enjoyed so many of them, but which one was your favorite?
Oh, I had a couple. I'm very big into black and white, and the black pieces were phenomenal, especially the white. It had a gold belt here. It was ribbed. It was gorgeous. And then there was another one that had beadwork on the back. It was very Cleopatra.
With the shorter train?
Yes, and it was purple beadwork, and I love purple. I'm a sucker for purple.
Royal colors, I love purple. So how can people get in touch with you if they'd like to find out more, and even some of the young ladies out there that are interested in the pageant world?
Well, I have a Facebook page, as most people do. It's Miss Massachusetts United States, Sindel Todd. My Twitter is The Real Miss Mass US, and my Instagram is The Real Miss Mass US as well.
Well, thank you, and congratulations. That is a gorgeous crown.
Thank you.
We're here with the designer, Angelina. This was a great show. You had so many pieces. I counted out 21 during the finale, but how many pieces total did you have in the show tonight?
I had 28 and 29 with my outfit. I had to wake up early and whip this up this morning.
I understand how that is, and you look absolutely gorgeous. You've been doing design and fashion. First of all, we've got Mom here with us also.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good, and you?
And what's your name?
Antonia.
Antonia. Well, I want to say congratulations. Your daughter is wonderful, beautiful designer, and I'm guessing she gets her inspiration from you.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Now, did you always find yourself wanting to be a designer?
Oh, since 7th grade. I woke up, I look around, and I'm like, this is it. This is it for me.
Yeah.
It's passion, clothing, sketching, sewing. I want to do it all. Business. I love business. I love people. I love to make people happy. And then to see them wearing my clothes, that's the ultimate.
That's the whole point of it.
Yes.
And when you started as a designer, did you see yourself morph into what you have on the carpet tonight, or did you start off doing something different?
Honestly, I'm in love with Dior and Chanel, and I love couture, like haute couture. And I pray to God that one day I'm in that couture scene. So that's what I wake up every day and I work hard towards couture. The detail, the sketching, the beading. That's my passion. The harder it is, the more I want to do it. I don't want to do easy stuff.
And did I notice a little signature of red on the pieces?
Yes.
What is that about?
It's, for me, red represents passion to love. Like the theme was royalty gladiator. For me, it represents royal, gladiator, survivor, a person that never gives up, a person that's positive, that strives through it all and still want to be someone that makes the world a better place.
That was so beautifully put. Now, moving forward, this was your February 2015 show. What are we going to be looking towards for your next fashion show?
In September, I'm hoping to do my first spring collection because the last 3 years I've done only fall, winter. So even I'm looking forward to the spring collection because it will be the first.
Yes. And I've also noticed throughout your pieces that you've got that little of yourself that's in these pieces. So not just Dior, not just that classic European style, but you also bring in another style, almost a Caribbean or almost an Afro-centric piece.
I kind of let my soul lead. I feel like when you know yourself and you know you want to be a good person, let your soul shine. And I just let my soul be and design and come up with these fabulous designs because at the end of the day, I feel like God and the angels are guiding me. I'm surrounded by wonderful people such as my mommy, and I'm very blessed, so I want to embrace that. I'm happy. Life is too short to be stressed. You have to be happy.
That's very true, and you've got a very spiritual energy, and I can feel that, and I can feel that coming from your mom and from you. And wait a minute, you have children's clothing. I got a couple photos you guys got to see, and you're doing children's line also.
Yes, ma'am. I'm very passionate about children. I want to be a leader. I want to do something positive with them, and I feel like I'm not going to wait until I'm successful to do it. If this is what I want to do, it has to show from the very beginning.
Yes. Wow. Thank you again. And you guys make sure you do find out more about Casa de Angelina. The designs are wonderful. Well, I want to thank you for stopping over with BossLady News. And how can people find out more about you and get in touch with you?
Please get in touch with me. All the social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Casa de Angelina, Tudukuza, which in Caribbean means everything. So casadeangelina.com. Just Google me, please. I love to meet new people and work with beautiful people. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, no. Thank you for, the invitation here was gorgeous. The event itself was gorgeous. We had some beautiful roses by the decorator.
Yeah, that was Diana Vertis of Exquisite Design Concepts. You can find her at Exquisite Design Concepts. You can find her on Twitter, Exquisite Decor. That's her actually walking by trying to clean up now in a dress.
We also had some take-homes that were incredible. I haven't opened mine yet, but do you know what's inside of them?
The VIP take-homes? Yes, so we had a moleskin from Jenny Bick Bookbinding. We have a chocolate truffle from New York. We also have a custom pen. And what do we have, Diana? Oh yeah, beauty products, of course.
And we've got some beauty products. This is Diana Vertis. We're gonna get her over here really quick. Casa de Angelina fashion show. It was absolutely beautiful, and you guys got a chance to see all of the wonderful decor that was around here. It was done by Miss Diana Vertis, and you've got to get the dress is absolutely beautiful, and it resembles the quality of interior design and decorating that you're doing. How can people find you and find out more about you?
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all under Exquisite Design Concepts, and it's EXQUISITE Design Concepts.
Thank you. I'm going to steal one of these roses on my way home.